Yeah, we got a 10-12. And 6 junior-sized officers awaiting dispatch.
Well, I've done it. I've reviewed every single Hellokarbot Season 7 toy. Despite them being amongst the most gimmickiest and most blockiest and most derivative from what it originally was, I'm finally reviewing all of them, concluding with Hellokarbot Ricops, according to the Toy Rock website. So it's not Lycops, Ricops, or Cops on Rye. So looking at the packaging, it has orange borders with a green hexagonal background, the gear work background here, techno background here. Advertising the new cube chip with an included cube. 6 crew. Damaged on transit. Bottom view. Side view, the robot and vehicle mode. More damaged on transit. Another stock photo with the crew. The same on the left and the right. And on the top, yeah, so several stock photos. This one is packaged in the typical plastic backing, with all the twisty ties and such, and also the crew art behind his arms. And here's a little cube chip. So taking a quick look at the little cube, it's a perfect cube it seems, with a sticker in front, with the face, the name, and the copyright Toy Rock, although this one is looking off-center. So unlike the previous chips, which basically used molded indents, so no electronics required, this one has a little electronic chipboard in here, so there is no tampering with the watch to get every single combination. You have to get these for these very specific lights and sounds. But at least those packs are not randomized. So here's the sticker sheet. Carbot Kids police car, but this time they have all the sticker symbols with the title: drone, handcuffs, baton, binoculars, shield, and flashlight. So the 6 crew that Lycops comes with, they all have black torsos, blue limbs, and swirly silver heads with little antenna. So this angry or stern looking one has a drone. Although it looks like a serving tray with 4 little dishes, because that much supporting runner is needed in order to prevent little kids from breaking the thing. Kind of a shame. And it's also symmetrical, like there's no clear front or back. And this suspicious looking one has handcuffs. Just one solid plastic color that are overlapped with, with solid filler. No plastic separate chains or anything. Yeah, how is anyone supposed to arrest someone with these things? This neutral looking one has a little police baton. I guess it's some sort of electric thing. This one that looks like it's winking, either that or one of its optics have went out. Has flat binoculars. Maybe this could work. Except it's really hard to bring it up to eye level because it's so flat. Yeah, if you maybe do this, it's just about there. This happy winking one has a shield. Yeah, so it looks like a riot shield with a very opaque see-through window. So it's just a shield. And this sleepy or squinting looking one has a flashlight. Although it kind of looks more like a brush or some other thermometer than a flashlight because of how flat it is. So this is the silver front. Yeah, I suppose this is would be better. Oh, and if you didn't notice, all of them have some stress marks on the arms. Pretty much all of them. I guess these arms were molded slightly smaller than the typical arms, and thus they're stressing. But at least that makes the arms really tight. So Ricops is an armored police vehicle, a very blocky and generic one. So as with the other crew masters, the aesthetic is overall blocky with few curves, just they're all angular slopes. The only curvature I really see here are the side yellow headlights on this sloped silver grille with a silver grille bonnet, and the grille has only 6 measly vents that are very far apart. And the Carbot symbol, which has been very stretched out. There's also this very ugly looking block that really breaks the flow of the grille. They're only there for holding the robot mode weapons. Which I suppose you could do this. Yeah, what is this? Like some sort of nose scanner? But if there's nothing there, yeah, it just looks really pig ugly. And this thing is really generic because if it weren't for the police on the side and the red sirens on top, this would just look like some sort of any generic armored vehicle or van. But the wheels are also very obviously star-shaped. I'm not sure if I've seen any other car that has really perfectly star-shaped wheels. Pretty simple on the back. Some grill lattice here right above the step, and also some little guardrails. It looks like this one has been kind of sloppily painted. And you can open this thing to reveal the compartment for the crew to go in. And there is some rather nice detailing here. It almost looks like a little room of its own with that giant cavity that kind of looks like a LED or HUD screen, along with some other tubings and such. Yeah, I would like to sticker this up maybe. It's exactly the same on the other side. Just kind of makes it look like a mini HQ. So there are these little holes on which you can stand or maybe sit them in. So only when they're sitting down can you actually see their faces. And it looks like they also have extra holes here so you can have them stand outside like this in case for action on the road, I suppose. And yeah, the top are some ports. Looks like a little hatch. So this is for equipping the cuff accessories and the 2 little guns here. Yeah, so these are apparently water cannons. As for the remaining 2, you could either put them on the back holes here, or maybe these holes, in case you wanted doing this, but I think that's for the robot mode. You could just stand right here for him to man the cannon. Or sit one or both of them in the front cab, of course. There's only a single hole. The insides do have steering wheel and dashboard details on either side of the cabs. Some nice touches. Size comparisons with other police carbots. Sky SWAT. So the black color scheme does make it look like a good complementary crackdown SWAT team. Although Ricops does not say SWAT anywhere. Fraud police car. Half unlicensed and half licensed. And true police. To transform this, you should remove the cuffs and the weapons on top. Flip open the door hood all the way, these will become the feet. Unlatch those wheels, then clip them in. Spread out those legs on those loud ratchets. Unfold those arms. Detach that and turn the hand around. And turn the head if you don't like it peeking out from the bottom. Incredibly simple. So, Ricops is looking really tall and broad with those broad shoulders, with a black and blue and yellow color scheme, with some red accents and gray. So, and the silhouette, it is a very flat silhouette with only most of the bulk coming to the legs, with the large cavities, the large crew holding compartments in the front. So at least it's not really baggy back legs. Yeah, you can see that back is just very flat, minimalistic clean, and did somebody seriously leave their fingerprint mark on this silver paint? Yeah, this one is a really bad paint defect. Here's his inner shins in case you were wondering. And he really doesn't have any rear heels. It looks like just the weight at the front of the legs is his main support. So if you stand him perfectly straight, topple over easily. So he always has to be in a spread. The most interesting details are on his chest. It kind of looks like a protective vest with those very defined six-pack abs. And on his chest is a very prominent star with circles on the ends, which really makes it look like a sheriff star. Is this a police sheriff?
This town ain't big enough for both of us. You're absolutely right.
And on the bottom, the lower waist, it looks like these are 6 little pouches. And the shoulders have 4 stars on each of them, like as if he was some sort of proudly showing his rank as a 4-star game character. Too bad one of the screw holes went through one of the stars. The head sculpt is looking rather round, with some yellow visor-like details on top. Although too bad they don't actually do anything. And it's a very typical face-plated style robot face with a nose. And those are some very big eyes, which you can't get some light piping through. As you can see here. And you can see those towering shoulders, which are literally towers, as you can put the crew in the holes. So that's why there's only one hole in here, so you can position it forward like this or sideways. Yeah, so there are 2 little police crew on the lookout, with some center 5mm holes there, so I guess if you just want to plug in the accessory like that. Looks like you can also have the crew stand on his legs if you want, so which is why there are holes here and here. So whatever good that does, just a knee level view of their surroundings. So his accessories are these two cannons, which are water cannons in the show. So they just go in the hands like this. They can be simple guns, or you can flip them up for little stabs. Although this does not go perfectly 180 for some reason. Because yeah, the stopper tab does not let it go 180. And it's also no pins, just held in by plastic, so it's it could easily pop out. And this, it looks like there's a little winch here, a non-functioning winch. Okay, maybe if you flip it around, that securely locks it in place. So you can take that on the top, and as I said before on the vehicle mode, this hole is for double wielding it in one hand, like a little staff. But that kind of compromises the look of the vehicle mode, and I just wish this fist was not permanently enclosed in this car cable and just could extend somewhat, or the panel could reveal to extend the hand, so you could actually hold it in both hands and not just hand on top and the kibble bottom. And his other main accessories are these handcuffs, which are held together by a little plastic clip, and they can fold in and out. But they don't actually open, which is kind of a shame. You really can't make an arrest unless the prisoner is willing to hold on to something to hold on to the cuffs. Yeah, so you could just hold them in the hands like this, instead of, like, you know, in the middle, like as someone would naturally hold it. And it can be stored on the back. Although there really is no storage solution for the guns apart from on the hands, or maybe on the bottom of the hands. But yeah, I guess these kind of look like little tonfas. Articulation. The head is on a full 360 swivel. So are the shoulders. And the inward and outward for the transformation. A bicep swivel for transformation. And the outward that much. Inward that much. Perfect 90. Forward that much. Back that much. Both perfect 90s. Perfect 180 spread. Thighs. And the foot. Another Carbot with both thigh and bicep swivels, but only due to necessity of transformation. Size comparisons with fellow police Carbots. Front Police. Sky SWAT. K Cops. True Police. And the Scale Outlier Skid. Yeah, so Ricops is like a deluxe to Voyager ratio. So now there's a crew master for every profession typically advertised to kids. Repair, rescue, medical, fire, construction, and police. And each crewmaster is basically the same in playability, just load up little guys into a big guy. But now there are different themes. And as I said, they all share a pretty unified aesthetic of being rather taller, like taller than the leader class, and also having an overall blocky and more angular aesthetic than the curved aesthetic of the earlier Carbots. If anything, these are more of the kid appeal playsets. So it's a kind of a hard sell for anyone outside of Korea to get this at nearly 90 with all the shipping and customs and such.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe. So until next time, this is KRBrickBot signing off.